Welcome back to another video of the Target Individual Program, Target Individual Experience. So again, they continue to show their ability to manipulate things and to manipulate people, right? So my son came home from school. Apparently he was downstairs ringing the doorbell. The doorbell wasn't ringing. All of a sudden now the doorbell is not working, right? So the internet, again, just got a message from Optimum saying, there's an outage. Yeah, okay. It just so happened to be an outage the day they're attacking me like they've done, right? And again, this happened before. This is nothing new, right? And usually, a lot of times when I would call the internet for them to come to send for them to send out a technician to come look see what the issue is, they would tell me that they found another signal going into your cable line, right? So where's that other signal coming from? Okay, again, you gotta think. This is how they were able to manipulate my cable boxes, turn them off, turn them on, change the channel, just to mess with me. Right? This is what they were doing, and the police were doing this because there was always police sirens going off when those things were happening. Right? So anyway, my son calls me on the phone. Just as he calls me, who do I hear? You guys guessed it. The New York Predator Department using their sirens again. Okay? Yeah, now they want to start noise as I'm doing this video. Yeah, whatever. Anyhow, so yeah, so then, like I said, so the doorbell's not ringing. All of a sudden, the doorbell's not doesn't work anymore. Okay, whatever reason. But again, this is what they do. The ability, how they are patched into every most buildings, and not just through the people, but through the custodians who work within these buildings, right? Part of that network, that organization of criminals for hire, right? Civilian perps. Anyhow, so then he calls me on my phone. Guess what happened? My phone did not ring. My phone did not ring. And I talk about this sometime when I'll call his phone won't ring. When I call his mother's phone, her phone won't ring. And she was telling me, yeah, just aware that stuff happened. But it's not only her. It's not only her. When I call my other friend, my ex who live in another state, her phone don't ring too. So they're manipulating. They have hijacked these carrier networks, these cell phone carrier networks, and are manipulating their signals and manipulating our devices and their service to affect us as TIs, right? So of course I go downstairs. I know what's happening anyway, because of course they hacked into his consciousness to have him target me. I just ignore it. I just ignore it because again I know it's not him. It's like what my daughter's not her. Pam's a little different. She's older. I've been telling her about this for a long time. She's been ignoring me, not listening to me. For her, it's a little bit low. Even being here and how they manipulate things to try to keep me here. Right? So they will go through all this extent to send me these threats of if I leave, what have you, but yet they try to keep me here. Why? Because again, she's bought into the Christian mindset. Right? That indoctrinated into nonsense, into false doctrine, false belief system. This is how they control you. Right? This is exactly how they control you. This is why at times, I said, when they target me heavily, they will literally stare at my pendant. Okay, like literally they would stare at my pendant, and it is so obvious. So obvious. But this is how they use religion to control people. Doesn't matter what religion you belong to, whether it be Islam or Christian, it's a control mechanism. It's a control factor, a control belief system. Right? So, anyhow, they have been doing this again. They will ease off when you expose them, or they overexpose themselves and they will go back. But these attacks don't stop, right? These attacks do not stop. So you always got to be ready for it, prepared for it, and not be, so stressed out about it. It's stressful enough, but for you to just be constantly stressing over this stuff, learn from me. Okay, it affects your health. Okay, and they use stress as a weapon. They weaponize every single thing, and stress is a weapon, particularly when it comes to us as black people. We are the most stressful people in America. Why? Because we are put under a lot of stress. Okay, this is why we die young. This is why, like I said, the whole this whole system is a scheme to extort money from black people. Okay, particularly when we're younger, because we die the youngest. So white women, white men, they live at least 10 years, 15 years more. So when we're younger, we work our ass off, low paying jobs, paying Social Security. We die younger. We don't get the benefits of that. And when we do get Social Security or any sort of disability, it is often way less than our white counterparts. Okay, it's an extortion scheme. This whole system. So they went from physically enslavement to now creating a system in which, yeah, you may get paid, but you're not getting paid what you deserve. You're not getting paid what white people are getting paid. Okay, unless you're working for the federal government, then it's like mandatory, right? But then the majority of people who are in positions of supervisors, they'll even make up positions of supervisors just so the white person, the white man can get paid, a white woman can get paid more than us, all right? So we're always going to be their subordinates. Okay, they're very smart when it comes to these things, all right, and how to, again, keep us in a lower class, so more subservient, always on survival mode. This is why, again, we suffer a lot of heart disease, hypertension. Not only is because of the bad food that we have to choose from within our community which we live in, but also because of the stress of working low-paying jobs. The vast majority of black people are low-paid workers, right? We're the working class, the working poor, and the poor. All right. So again, go and read the book. This book is called "How White People Got So Rich." I mean, what can we say? What can I say? I should say, not just as a TI, but as a black man. We're trying to, bring awareness, not just to black people, but to everybody, so they understand what's going on. Okay. Just heard what Jeff Bezos bought a $250 million yacht. Imagine as much money as he's worth to buy a yacht for that. So imagine if he took $100 million and give his employees raises, how much better their life would be. Okay, but they don't care. They see themselves as different. Like I said, they see themselves as the true gods. Right, and we are just servants to them. Right, creating their wealth. Again, we look at these people and we praise them, but these people are not meant to be praised.